giving you an opportunity to get the full story from the people who tell it best. This is Mediacom Newsleaders.
Okay, we're back in the studio with our friend, the one and only Bill Clark. There's no other way to introduce you. Hi, Bill.
I'm always glad to be here. Always good to be seen and not viewed.
Yes, I've heard that before. You're such a staple in Central Missouri. And I feel like through all your columns and all the things you've written over the years, you have fingers going into just about every different aspect of our heritage here in the area.
You get involved.
Yeah, you certainly are. Well, you're involved with the Rochefort Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And that's what you're here to talk about today?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is a brand new thing. I let myself get conned into being on the Friends of Rochefort board of directors. That's a historical society there. And then I, in turn, needed some help, and I conned Gene Bauman. I think everybody knows Gene in the community, to also join. And he came up with the idea of a Hall of Fame for Rochefort because, you know, if the river had stayed where it was and the railroads had gotten there earlier, Rochefort would have been the big city in this county rather than Columbia.
Yeah.
Only the university made that difference. But from that period of time, from basically 1820 until after the Civil War and beyond, Rochefort was the place. And there were many, many leaders that came out of there. And some of them have been honored here in the County Hall of Fame, some haven't. So we got our heads together and we tried to bring in all of the people, the various groups in Rochefort, the Merchants Association, the bed and breakfast people, the cemetery board and the park board and the city, to make this Hall of Fame not a part of the Friends of Rochefort necessarily, but the entire community. And it's working to a degree, you know how small communities are. Some of them don't trust the others a little bit to start with, but they come
you said
together.
this is still new.
Yeah, this is so new.
So it's still developing.
Oh, yeah. So we chose two people. And that's William Woods, for whom the university in Fulton is named. And the other is a person that left Rochefort in the 19th century as a youngster, as a teenager, named Charles Quarles Chandler II. And he'd been born and raised in Rochefort. Woods had come there as a young merchandise guy, marketer, and developed, from there he developed a huge financial industry. Of course, we know it now as Commerce Bank is one of the aspects of it.
See, I think some people are hearing this for the first time.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
But if they'd read my columns, which are online and nobody reads anymore, they would have known all this.
Okay.
But anyway, they have a relationship. It's uncle to nephew. But Chandler went ahead to become probably the second richest family in Kansas. And they run Intrust Bank, the financial system of Intrust in Wichita, the biggest banking system in Kansas and one of the biggest in the Midwest. The Kemper family is a direct descendant of William Woods, so we're bringing in those two families to Rochefort. And of course, William Woods, the president can't come, but the first vice president of William Woods University will be there. We're going to meet we're going to have our induction on Sunday afternoon, May the 20th, and it'll be in the community building, which was donated back to the city of Rochefort in the early 1920s by Charles Chandler II.
Oh, what a wonderful tie-in.
Right. So we'll start with a luncheon early. That's sort of invited. We'll have politicians and, the usual thing. And then at 3 o'clock, the induction will begin. And in between those two, we're going up to the Chandler graves in the cemetery. Okay. Charlie Chandler's the second. His parents are buried up there. So we hope we have everybody on hand, and it looks like we're in good shape.
So everyone listening can come.
At 3 o'clock, it's wide open. If you want to come and visit the cemetery before that, we would love it. If you didn't get an invitation, there's no place at the table for you for the lunch.
Okay, but the induction ceremonies start at 3, and you might get a big crowd then.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you can do some conning of your own, right?
Yeah, right.
Hey, Bill Clark, thank you. Good to see you again.
All right.
Come back anytime.
Anytime.
Anytime. The door is open. And we'll be
Okay.
right back after this.